Hi, it's Heather with Live It 24/7. The last two videos I've been talking about why you're not losing weight even when you feel like you should absolutely be doing so. So check out video number 1 on caloric deficit and number 2 about strength training and why those two things, what could be going on with those two things that are causing you to not get the results that you want. The third thing I want to go over is expectations. Now, often if you were to look at what a safe weight loss, fat loss rate would be, people would say that, oh, it's between 1 to 2 pounds a week. So in theory, yeah, like this is apparently healthy and safe. However, depending on how much weight you are trying to lose, this might be a bit aggressive. So if you are, let's say, 160 pounds and you want to get down to 120, then maybe that goal of 1 to 2 pounds seems reasonable and it's been going well for you. But if you are putting yourself in a calorie deficit that's in either close to that sort of 1200 range, which I'm always going to say is too low, you guys, it is way too low. That is just what your body needs to function. If you were like lying in bed all day, 1200 is too low. And if you're hitting that 1200 calories and you're hitting that for too long, your metabolism will adjust and it will slow down because you're telling your body that you do not need that many calories to run on. And the body is super, super smart. And so it will make that adjustment for you and you don't even know. You'll still feel the same, but inside your body's going, whoa, okay, we need to cut the power here. We aren't getting the energy that we need to do the things that we want to do. So let's just adjust. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing about the body, but you and your body aren't on the same page. You want to keep losing fat and your body's like, whoa, there's trouble here. So we need to make some internal adjustments so we can carry on and do these things that we need to do throughout the day to keep the body going, like, you know, pumping your heart and your lungs are working and your kidney function, all of that great stuff. So that causes your metabolism to slow. And sometimes it will slow regardless of the deficit that you're in, but you just don't want to be too low. Now, if you are losing 1 to 2 pounds, that will slow down for you. It has to, because you're not carrying the same amount of body weight anymore. So therefore you have less weight to lose. So you cannot maintain the same weight loss until you reach your goal. It's impossible to do, because if you, at 160 pounds, if what your body needed to stay at 160 pounds was, let's say it was 2,000 calories, and you're cutting yourself down to, let's say, 1,200, and now you're at 140. Well, your body doesn't need 2,000 calories at 140. It might need something like 1,800. So that's gonna make your deficits a lot smaller, if that makes sense. So your rate at which you're going to lose body fat will get slower. So you have to understand that. And you cannot keep dropping your calories at that point. You cannot. There's a point where it's just not advisable and it's not safe and it's not fun for you. It's just a bad idea. So when that happens, when you start to see a decrease in your results, your fat loss, and you're at a fairly low caloric deficit, you're going to want to start bumping that up. And the best way to really do that is to then focus in on the strength training portion. Because you can't go lower than 1,200, and again, 1,200 is too low. I'm just using that number because that's the number that everybody talks about hitting, is 1,200. Okay, so when you strength train, then you can eat more because your body needs, it's a tool for your muscles to grow. Okay, so you have to be giving your body nutrients to grow the muscle. When you can grow your muscle, then your metabolism can in fact go up. And that's what you want. You want your metabolism to keep going up, because then again, when you want to lose more fat, if your metabolism is higher, then you can go into a deficit again and start the cycle of losing weight. Okay, so you have to mix and match between what it is that you're doing, your approach to losing fat. You can't stay in a deficit forever, that won't work. So you need to bump up your metabolism, and the best way to be doing that is to eat more and strength train to build more muscle. So it's a cycle, okay? When you can cycle, it's just more effective. It's also more fun for you because when you are strength training, you get to eat more food. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like food. So I love the building phase. I'm not a huge fan of the cutting phase. So my cutting phases I try to make them fairly short so I can get back to the building phase and enjoy more food. So I was talking specifically to a person who maybe wanted to lose about 30 to 40 pounds. A similar approach is true when you are now trying to lose. If you're at 140 and you want to get to 130, you're only looking for 10 pounds, then it might be more advisable for you to focus on the strength training portion as opposed to the cardio portion, because these two things are handled very differently in the body. So the effects of cardio on your body, this is what I'm saying, the effects of cardio on your body are different than the effects of strength training on your body. Strength training, as I said, allows you to eat more food, specifically certain types of food like more carbohydrates, yay, and who doesn't want that? Whereas cardio, unless you're doing a specific type of cardio, it doesn't always help with your strength gain. So this is where it comes back to priorities. And if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, like, oh my God, there's so much information, you don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to do all this stuff at once. Just focus on moving. But I want you to know these things because they're all part of hitting a plateau, and knowledge is power. So it's important for you to have this information. But again, you do not want to get overloaded by information, which is really easy to do. What I want you to do is just take what feels right to you from the videos that you've been watching and start to apply it slowly in a way that actually works for you. Because in the end, all of this, everything that you are doing has to be enjoyable. If it is not enjoyable, it is not sustainable. You will quit, you will resent it, you'll end up probably gaining back any weight that you've lost, and it'll take you a lot longer to get back motivated to the healthy eating and working out. So fun is a really big part of this, okay? That's all I have for today. Get fit, eat cupcakes. See you tomorrow. If this video is helpful for you, give me a like and hit that subscribe button for future videos.